My name is Dawood Reese. Welcome back to section 2, exercise 2 of our bootstrap course. I have included a couple of things and I want you to take note of them. Let me go to my, so inside my interweb folder, which is my project folder, I have created an image folder and I've included some couple of images here. Okay, so I would like you to take note of them. We would use them. And also, let me minimize this, and then I think that those are basically the changes that I've made to my web page. And let's get back, let's start work. Okay, so the next thing is that I want to take this one out of the container fluid. So I'm taking it out, I'm taking the container fluid and I'm leaving it as a container. And here I just want to bring some h4, okay, h4, and I'll close my h4 and I will name it links. Okay, your website should be user friendly, so when he sees links he know that these are links. Good. Now the next thing I'm going to do is that here it was in BR, there was a break here. I've taken the break off, and the next thing I would do is that I'm just going to copy the Fontonsum envelope icon. I'm just going to copy it and then paste it here to repeat the envelope icon again. Okay, so this will be the state of our website, and here I've changed it from follow us on to reach us on, which is basically the same thing. So let's get back to our web page and see what happens. Okay, so this is the state of our website. Okay, good. Now I'm going to the topmost part of my web page. Inside the jumbotron, I included this to be 3. I left 3 here. Now we are going to make use of the 3. Okay, so I'm going to my courses.txt. I have typed some few things and I'll just copy it. Yep, I have it here. Okay, and I would paste it inside my home.html inside the column 3. So I'm just saying that I want to include a link. Okay, so I want to include a link, and the link would be consisting of what? Images, or an image that is the Unitech logo, and I can save my work. So when we get back, it should be working perfectly. Let me refresh it and we can see the Unitech logo over here. So the writings has taken 9 columns and then the logo has taken 3. So that is good. We are making a headway. Then the next thing is that I also made some few changes here. From it was H1, I changed it to H4. So if you don't have the codes and you would like it, just come down here and we see you can just send us an info@unitechsolutionsdh.com. okay, .com, and then we would get it for you. Okay, let me save my work. Okay, so with this we are still making a headway. So the next thing I want to do is that I want to apply colors to this web page so that it's become nice. Actually, with colors things will change a bit, so let's do that quickly. Okay, so I'm going to courses.txt. Okay, in my style.css, this is my customized one that I'm creating, my customized CSS file. So I'm going to courses.txt. I've written some few codes. I'll just copy them. Okay, and I'll paste it inside my code here, my style.css. So all that I'm saying is that take all anchor links, and when the mouse is over it, then the text decoration should be none. So the underlines that when we put our mouse over would now be changing. So you see now there's underline. So if I save my work and call my anchor tags, you will see that it has taken effect. So let's see what happens after I've saved my work. Okay, so we can see that I've already called the class over here, and that is why the color has changed. But here, when we hover over it, it changes to white. Well, the font is also white, so you see we don't even see anything, but no underline is there as well. So the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm just going here to my web page, and I would copy something. Okay, so my styles, I say that cn-image, that would give me this color, and then font should be this color. So I'm just going to include it inside my footer, because my jumbotron, I have called the cn, that is content-image, should be this. And it's just a name, please. It's not like I'm calling it as a I defined it as a customized class, so you take note of that. So I'm just going to call it inside my container, either my footer or elsewhere. So I can even call it here. So all I have to say is that cn, since it's in the class elements, I'll just say cn-img, and I'll save my work. And when we check back, when we refresh it, we have it over here. We can see that the web page has changed a bit. Now what I want to do is that I'm just going back to my footer. I would have to make this one container fluid, and you would see it being occupied the whole place. Okay, so when we save our work and we come back to refresh our page, this is what we will get. Okay, so you can see changes being here. So when we put our mouse over it, this is what we get. Well, we can even change the color with the CSS inside my style. Inside my style, I'm just going to change something. I'm just going to make all the hover. Okay, so I'm just going to call the anchor tag, and I would give it color to be let me just say pink or something like that, and you would see the color. Okay, and I'll save my work, come back to my web page, refresh it, and you can see it has become, all has become what? All the ones that we will have to hover over them have become pink in color. This color is actually not that catchy, so let's include different color. Okay, color like white. Okay, then I'll save my work. You can see my content now has a beautiful images. Okay, I think now we are getting a complete website, though it's for the KG, but I think it's good. Now what I'll do is that all this is in 12 columns. I'm just going to cut it to make it 9 columns. So the remaining space we'll make use of it later in the upcoming exercise that we'll be having. So I'm just coming back to make some clean house stuff. Okay, so inside my container, this was 12 columns. I'm going to make it 9. Yep, I can make it 9, and then I would make here, I'll create another div which will be in the same row. Okay, all right, then I'll create some div, and then I'll call my class, and I'll say column -sm, and then it's level 3, right? So I'll save my work, and then I'll close my div. Then I have a good to go. Yep. Okay, so this is the content. I'm just going to copy this, and I'll do the same for here too. I'll do the same. Yep, here I'm just going to make it 9, and I have pasted my code here. When I save my work and we get back, we will see our content being arranged very nicely. Okay, this is how I want our web page to look like as of now. So we will make changes later to our web page. So we can see the web page is now becoming professional. All right, so let's catch up later and upcoming exercise, and we can stylish this more. Thank you very much for following me up to this stage. Till I see you again, I'll just say salam.